You can't tell me what to do. When life hands me lemons, I make beef stew. So yo, I gotta go, it's time for me to rock it. I put bologna in my left pocket. Make some cream cheese in my gold locket.
Expect the unexpected. Last week I tried recording every day, and on the third day I thought I was recording for 15 minutes. I probably had enough to make the second video. Then I went back to check the footage and there was just a clip of me exiting my car and going into my house. So it didn't work out as planned. Thanks to everyone who has followed me on YouTube. Yeah, I'm actually on my way to the thrift store to look for an outfit for tonight because I actually have been re-wearing and restyling all of the clothes that I've been wearing for the past year or two.
Sick of it! Trash.
Then I gotta go to Walgreens and pick up a disposable. I dropped off a few disposable cameras at Walgreens this summer, and for some reason, every single time they told me that their CD thing was broken.
Sick of it!
So I just basically got prints. They claim that it's fixed now. I posted a video the other day on my story saying that the video was completed.
There we go. I finished my video.
Then I went back and looked at it and it was not completed. So I lied, but it happens. I haven't recorded myself in a while. I think after reviewing the first video that it's already been helpful for figuring out how I like to talk to the camera. I say certain things as filler words, not necessarily or but I say and, like I'll go and, or I'll say so yeah, and half the time those just get cut out, but usually they're followed by pauses. So I wanted to come on here to your little screen and talk about my maternity shoot that I did last week. She brought some visions of her own. We made a collaborative Pinterest board. I brought the Polaroid camera. That was a nice thing that I used to have certain images that I thought were really strong printed out on demand for her, and something to hold on to for the future even after she has the digitals. I wanted to try making an image with her, turning her into a still life photo. That's one of my favorite images. I think another important thing to note is that when you're a photographer, some of the photos that you like the best may not be the ones that they like the best. I think she really did like the still life one, but when you have a vision, put props around them or style them in a way that they're not used to, it's going to be something that they're seeing for the first time as well. And I hope to get there one day where I can do more studio type work that I can make super wonky and super artistic and super art nouveau and all that good shit. That was a really good shoot. Great success! You know, it's something new I can add to my list of many different projects I've worked on. And there's certain projects that people will hire you for, even if you don't have a full portfolio of maternity shoots. People know that they can count on you to pull it off because of what you've already worked on. And I also hate a niche. You know, my niche is, as an artist, kind of dipping your toes in many different things. If somebody wants to collaborate with me and combine our visions together, I think that's also just as special. I read an article the other day about quantum leaping and stepping into your alter ego. I think that's real. I think it's a real thing. It talked about Marilyn Monroe, formerly Norma Jean. Just a young girl from the South, Norma Jean, transformed into a Hollywood sensation.
Happy birthday, Mr. President.
They also spoke about Beyonce's Sasha Fierce.
Many years ago, I named my alter ego Sasha, and it's something that stuck. It's definitely exciting being able to have an excuse to be so over the top. She's Sasha Fierce.
In my opinion, I think Sasha got a little too fierce. This era of my life and my work is more about finding my real audience. So people who don't already follow me or don't know who I am or haven't seen my work, that's the point. Going forward, I'm definitely gonna have to get a little more creative with some of the stuff that I'm making. Although these are great, and as I said, you know, expect the unexpected. Expect the unexpected. Because I want to switch it all up, like every single time. I used to make these videos back in the day. Since probably 2012, I used to make travel videos on my iPhone. That was a unique thing to do, film all this footage on your phone and put it on YouTube, and people loved it and ate it up. There's more accessibility to these platforms and tools. You know, you can use AI apps to edit, or you can use phone apps, but like back in the day, this was all Windows Movie Maker and iMovie, folks. Okay, this was for the real hustlers of age 12. But yeah, I've made a lot of other experimental videos for old school projects, like the film noir era and all these different movements that I studied. I majored in communications, but my minor was film and television studies, FTS. You know, film is like where my heart is. I think for the sake of this entire self-study project that things are gonna get a lot different around here, okay? I think before I put out the first video, I had 130 subscribers. A lot of that was from posting time-lapse collage videos, digital collage videos. I have a playlist in my profile of all my digital collage animations.
Ooh, that's hot.
Ugh, that's not.
What about this?
But since I posted my first video, I've gotten over 51 subscribers, and I think the video is at 129 views, which is great. Generally, I watch more YouTube videos than I do Netflix or streaming, especially when a lot of these services are popping out a good show every 100 shows that they make. YouTube universe is way more human and way more authentic. You know, I think I'm just trying to practice putting myself in weird, new, strange, uncomfortable situations. I'm not trying to show people how great of a lavish lifestyle I live. I like to call my restaurant work my side hustle, just because that mindset I think is more realistic and more true. Because the main hustle is the creative stuff. It's a very simple life. That's what I do. Art stuff. Love to go out in the city. I'm friends with a lot of very talented DJs, musicians, creatives, degenerates, rebels. I have a lot of friends who are in the music scene. And I also am a DJ myself, even though the glasses, like if you saw me, if I was a stranger and you saw me wearing these, and I told you I DJ'd, you'd probably think that I DJ'd Johann Sebastian Bach. Johann Sebastian Bach, B2B, Ludwig van Beethoven or some shit. No, that's not it. Every single video that I make, I'm gonna keep you guys guessing every single time. I don't want you to watch one of my videos and assume that you know what's coming next, because you don't. It is a little bit tricky to decide which ideas I should just speak about and reference with other media flashing on the screen, and which videos I could just do like little short form. I posted a few short form clips from my last video, vlog 1. I don't want to really influence anyone. The only thing I want to influence people to do is like create shit. And then I posted a few short form clips of like some random day of me talking in the car. Get out of your head, try something you've never tried before, and let it consume you. Okay? I didn't even have a video 2 planned yet, but I'll definitely be doing a video about the music scene and my experiences in it, tips and tricks on how to get into concert photography, festivals. That's definitely a video I could speak on. But yeah, I don't like to preach. I would much rather like theorize and connect dots. If I'm talking about my own experiences, I don't think that's preaching. I think that's just, you know, passing down my stories. Generation to generation. Back with some closing statements. Today is March. Today's March something. Today is, oh my god, it's Friday the 13th. I wear many different hats and many different avatars. I'm kind of like a shapeshifter. So, oh, there's my duck phone going off.
Is that thing quacking? That's really weird.
Bonjour.
Hi.
Anywho, since I started posting all these videos, I've had a lot of great feedback. I've reconnected with people that I haven't spoken to in a while who have expressed that they love the videos and the vulnerability. So that's been super rewarding and super cute. I appreciate all of you who have left comments and followed. As I said, I'm looking for my audience, people who like to tune in versus people who'd prefer to tune out. It's definitely shifted in the past 3 years, if you will, and that is just life. C'est la vie. C'est la vie. No matter how hard anything gets in your personal life, family life, around the world, on the news, at work, in your relationship, etc., creating things is the best way to get through it and not explode. Art can bring so much healing and so much hope to people around you and to yourself. There's a lot of research to back that up. If we lose hope, then we got nothing. But I, of course, acknowledge that it's not easy out there right now. If you're feeling stressed, really down, you are definitely not alone. Tave sent me a voice message. Let's see.
They do it on purpose. I was listening to this girl on TikTok recently who said she actually works for these insurance companies, and they will intentionally do these like little whoopsies, and she said that usually they're instructed to have to wait to be called back by the person 3 times. So they're instructed to basically tell you it wasn't an oopsies for 3 times before they give you the correct amount. So like, this is intentional. They're literally purposefully scamming us out of our money all the time. And I'm sorry, all I want to do is be able to poop. I don't owe you $155. Thank you.
You heard it here first, folks. Emphasis on times are tough. I don't want to make this too politically charged. I think in Vlog 1 I did a good job at talking about my work in relation to the world that we live in. Trash. The last time I filmed was also a little over 10 days ago, maybe. It's going well. There's a direction here. This is my little way of sharing a piece of me with you. But yeah, I hope that you get some joy from watching me, and I hope that you can soak it up. And again, like and subscribe and leave a comment or shoot me a text or a message. I appreciate all of your support, always. P.S. I also am learning how to not be so self-critical of how I look on camera. I can't look sexy 24/7. So if you think I don't look good on this little camera, I don't care.